Well, last night we began naming the 10 most wanted culprits of the collapse. Every night we're going to be adding another name to the list. Right now, a bunch of politicians are telling us that now is not the time to point fingers of blame over this financial fiasco. We think now is the time. You should know about these people. You should know their names, you should know their faces, and you should know what they've done and how much they are costing you. Last night, Joe Cassano from AIG became one of our 10 most wanted. He and other AIG executives came up with financial instruments that avoided regulation and precipitated this collapse. Even after getting bailed out, the company spent hundreds of thousands on fancy hotel and spa treatments. Unbelievable. Well, tonight, the second addition to our 10 most wanted list. And if you look at the breaking news banner on our screen, you can see why. He is Richard Fuld, the former CEO of Lehman Brothers. The report from 360's Joe Johns.
Lehman Brothers' former CEO, Richard Fuld, is living pretty. A multi-million-dollar estate in Florida, a $21 million apartment on Park Avenue, another lavish estate in Greenwich, Connecticut. And it's no wonder. Fortune magazine says as CEO, Fuld was paid around $500 million. But now he's on the hot seat.
If you haven't discovered your role, you're the villain today.
Your company is now bankrupt. Our economy is in a state of crisis. But you get to keep $480 million. I have a very basic question for you. Is this fair?
Call it a $500 million question, but to Fuld, there's nothing wrong with getting paid for good performance.
When the company did well, we did well. When the company did not do well, sir, we did not do well.
Sean Egan evaluates companies like Lehman for investors. He says Fuld isn't the kind of guy to fall on his sword when things get bad.
So you'd like, when the firm gets into trouble, that he'd be the first in line to make the sacrifices to right the ship, so to speak. He wasn't.
Fuld is the guy who ramped up Lehman's business in mortgage-related securities at least until the bubble burst. But unlike many other firms, when the subprime market went south, he didn't pull back. Instead, he got in deeper.
Lehman wound up thinking, people are making a mountain out of a molehill. And if we go in now when everybody else is in a state of quasi-panic and buy up a lot of these things, we'll make a lot of money. And it was a bad bet.
The doom mounted quickly. In September, Lehman needed billions in cash to keep the company afloat. But according to the Wall Street Journal, just 5 days before declaring bankruptcy, on a conference call to shareholders, executives were talking about selling assets but didn't explicitly say anything about needing extra cash.
Did you mislead your investors? And I remind you, sir, you're under oath.
No, sir, we did not mislead our investors. And to the best of my ability at the time, given the information that I had, we made disclosures that we fully believed were accurate.
Either he should have known that the company was in difficult circumstances, or if he did know and didn't tell, it creates another problem. So on the one hand, he is either a liar, or else on the other hand, he was stupid.
Most people know the rest. Lehman Brothers goes down, the largest bankruptcy in U.S. history, helping spark a financial panic that continues today. And that's why Lehman Brothers and CEO Richard Fuld are one of our 10 most wanted culprits of the collapse.
We asked for an interview with Richard Fuld, but we were referred back to his congressional testimony, Anderson.
Well, I extend an interview opportunity for him anytime here over the next couple of nights as we continue to name, maybe he can talk about being named to our list. There is an investigation going on. What do we know about it, Joe?
Well, CNN has been told that federal investigators are looking into Lehman and more than 24 other companies. We're told they're looking into allegations of fraud. Now, congressional investigators, by the way, have also started asking questions about whether investors were misled by anything company officials said or didn't say regarding that company's financial health.
All right, Joe, let's, before moving on, let's make it official. Adding Lehman Brothers' Dick Fuld to our 10 most wanted culprits of the collapse, a list we began last night with Joe Cassano from AIG, just one of the many executives at AIG who frankly deserve to be on the list. More politics ahead.